I just turned 30, and I'm ashamed to admit I don't like asking for help. Welcome back to 30 into 30, 30 lessons that I learned in my 20s that I'm taking with me or leaving behind as I head into my 30s. And I realize this is not a universal experience. A lot of people are very good at asking for help. I am just not one of those people, which is why today's lesson is it's okay to ask for help. And I've always struggled with this. For example, if I'm in a store and I can't find something that I need, I would much rather just wander the store for 20 or 30 minutes trying to find what I need than ask for help, which I know is pathetic. That's just the small version. I think part of that was like fear of looking or sounding dumb, but the other part of it was probably ego. Because I was used to being the smart one, so I felt like I needed to already have all the answers. But in recent years, I've discovered that that mindset actually really holds you back. And studies show that people who ask more questions are actually perceived as more likable and more engaging and more interesting and intelligent. And often people who ask more questions and get more involved and aren't afraid to speak up are the ones that end up being more successful in life. And something that actually kind of surprised me when I did start speaking up for myself and asking questions was that people were a lot more willing to help than I thought that they would be. I was pleasantly surprised that asking for help was not the end of the world, because honestly, I think deep down people like helping. They like to feel needed. More often than not, people are more willing to show up than you think they are. But once again, this could just be my undying optimism that is telling me this. And more, I'm trying to live by the philosophy that I shouldn't be the one to tell myself no. Anyone else can tell me no, but I at least should not be the one stopping myself from doing something or asking a question or joining in or speaking up. Let someone else tell me no. And trust me, they have. And I feel like our world, because of social media, has grown by a lot, and yet we are shrinking and people individually feel lonelier. There's like a loneliness epidemic. But maybe if we were more willing to ask for help and to be there when someone asks us for help, then maybe we could start to feel a little bit less lonely. But I'd love to hear what you think. This has been day 10 of 30 into 30. I'm 1/3 of the way through. I can't believe I got here. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you tomorrow.